Hello guys, this is our project video. So in case you are watching this, saying welcome to our project video. We really need to move to the next session of doing certain things with our CSS codes, which we have already begun, and I'm here to upload some videos on that, which I will do. But right here, right now, we need to create a project for our HTML class, so you know, so we know who are capable of advancing to the next class and who will still, go back and do some minor adjustment for their HTML program. So I wouldn't say strictly you are allowed to use HTML program to make this project. With the little concept you have in CSS, you can also embed it in this particular project. But without much waste of time, guys, I think this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to go to my browser. You're going to see Google. All I want you to do is just go to the web address. That's the address bar rather, and then change it from whatever address is there. In case you are using Google or whatever address is there, maybe YouTube, whatever is there. Just change it to ez lyrics. Think ez lyrics.com. azlyrics.com. Um, you will have to wait for it. Okay. So guys, here now I have an azlyrics.com site. So this is their website. Now I want you guys to actually duplicate this particular site. I'm not saying, well, all I'm saying is you need to create this particular site. Now I must really note, you're going to see certain things like um, some pictures in this site. Now you might not need to use exactly this picture, but I want to see the picture of a man, but not this particular man, definitely. And then if you can't really find a picture to use, I suggest you can actually right click on the picture, and then you can actually save image. So I can click on save image. Maybe I'll give it maybe man.jpg, and download the image to your computer. So before the image gets to my computer complete, yeah, it's completed. So I'm going to search for the same image I downloaded, man .jpg, yeah, preferable.jpg. So this is the picture, so let me go ahead and open it. So this is exactly the picture I just downloaded. So I can actually go back to, do some adjustment to it if I want to, but I do not want to do any adjustment to it. It's for you to figure that out. So I can do that and use the image there, and then write the name or change the name to my taste. So the idea here is, in this project work you're going to be doing for me, I need to see a name like this. Not exactly this alphabet or something, but I need to see something like this, a name like this in form of logo or something. In case you are good at CorelDRAW or making use of Paint or maybe Photoshop, you can actually draft something, or you can get a picture that something is already drafted, or you can get someone to draft something for you that looks exactly like that, and then you can go to your website and then make some adjustment and then write your codes to fix this in order. So I want you guys to look at this setup. So I want like a header image around this corner. So that should be a header image. The width and the size should be at least this kind of length, this length. And then I want you to have something like a search bar like this that says enter the artist name or some title, something like that. You don't necessarily have to have this your search logo attached to it. For now you don't necessarily have to have it, but you can actually, well, that this is all about concept, guys. You can actually do something like that, but for now I don't need you to worry about doing that. So I need you to have like a logo like this. Sorry for this. Okay, to have something like this that looks like this logo. and then you can do something, draft something like this. And so next thing we have is the songs, different kinds of songs with their lyrics. So you can put up a little write up here, something. It mustn't be exactly the write up, right? But I want the page to look exactly the same as this. The website should be exactly the same, but the write up can be changed. It mustn't be exactly the same stuff. So I'm not actually looking at much. You can just type maybe just this line of words or sentence, and then you don't really need to do this. I'm not looking. I don't want to make the work too complicated for you by just typing. But I just want to see more of the codes than just the words itself. So, but you can actually do some stuff like this. So, but in this case, I would really love it that you type, for this particular site, I really want you to type this exactly the same way it is, because that's something I need to check there based on the codes and the spaces between them. So in this case, you see there are certain things like this. Now in this format, you see the first is the maybe the lyrics, the first lyrics, the first music, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Now exactly, I don't know really what they used to create this, but I can tell you that they use a table format to do this particular stuff. I'm just giving you a clue. You can use a table format to do this same thing, exactly the same way it is, just that the border it's not really pronounced. So, but have something like this for me, and it should be a link. So I'm going to click on your link. Just but before I get there, so let's just scroll down a bit. So I want to see something like this nature. This picture, it mustn't be exactly this picture, but something like this. So I want the nature of this to be exactly the same way I'm seeing it, but the pictures might vary in order. But just use something that makes more more sense, and something like that. So you're copying this AZ lyrics. It could be your maybe the I don't really want the name of your own lyrics to be called AZ. It could be called a different name entirely, but this should be exactly the same. So I want to see things like this, more pictures like this. All right. So you don't really need to just do much more things like that. So and then you have something like this, contact us, and then the Facebook, and then the soundtrack, and then the submit lyrics. So I'm going to do something. First, I'm going to click on the Facebook, so you see where it's going to take me to. So once I click on their Facebook, let's see where it's going to take me to. So it takes me into the Facebook that says, "Oh, guy, email or your phone number, your password," and then you see a logo that says AZ logo, and then a lyrics and stuff like that. So I want to see something like this every time I click on the Facebook. All right. Uh, okay. So I really want to see something like this every time I click on the Facebook account. Um, all right. So just duplicate this just with normal HTML, and you can do a bit of CSS if you want. Then log in. I want to see all this. They must not necessarily be connected to each other, but let this be so. Anytime I click on the link, it should take me to a different page, and then at least 3 4 links should take me to a different page entirely. Then for instance, I click on the first maybe lyrics of a thing, and it takes me to the page where the lyrics is, and then it takes me to the Facebook, the Twitter, the lyrics, stuff like that. So I want to see something like this. All right. So you can download these images and use it to make your links. Yeah, that will make more sense. And then look at this. Once I hover over it, it shows me email and stuff. So I want to see that as well. Hover over print, it shows me print. So I want to see that. And then you see to play one of the music, I have a track, so I can click on this and see what happens. So when you click on that, it necessarily doesn't really need to take you to a new page to play it. You could just play it in the same page, but just for you to see what that can do and before we proceed. So guys, remember azlyrics.com. If it takes time to load, there's no problem. I just want to see at least a track or two. Those. Exactly what I mean is this links should actually